Echo Station 5-7, we're on our way.
The moment you've been waiting for is here. What started out as a very narked old snowspeeder that had lost all of its parts has finally been restored. And here is the end result. It has all of its decals back on it and all of the extra parts. Now first I want to talk about the parts. What we did was we, of course, went online and started looking for the spare parts that were missing. What I decided to do, because Juan's Snowspeeder is a heavily used snowspeeder, the plastic has taken on a different kind of patina. It started to take on some of that slight yellowing and browning that happens with older Star Wars toys that are in this gray color. And so it was kind of fun because I ended up going on eBay looking for parts that weren't perfect. Not in the sense that I didn't want a damaged part, but I wanted parts that had looked like they came off a slightly older snowspeeder. And I found a few, like the battery cover, some of the rear engines, things like that. They start to match up because you don't want Juan's Snowspeeder to have parts on it that look like they should be on a completely mint example, because then the whole thing just looks cobbled together. And I think we've done a good job of that. I think everything's really flowed together very well. So that was a nice result. Secondly, we did the stickers. Now, I wanted to show you the sticker process on camera, but when Melinda and I got going, we realized that it was a trade-off. Do we deal with the hassle of filming the stickers and then compromise the quality of the work, or do we forego the filming altogether and really focus on getting the stickers done and done right? And we felt the latter was more important. So it took us about 4 hours to do the stickers on this one because there were no stickers already on the ship. We had taken them all off entirely, the few that were left. Once again, I've said this in other restorations, the sticker sheets that you get off of the internet for Star Wars are never accurate right off the print. This was the sticker sheet that I got off of the internet, and it's way too light for the Snowspeeder stickers, and it's way too, has too much red in the image. So it's not accurate to what the stickers actually look like on a vintage Snowspeeder. I don't know why they're all like this. It's like Mr. Magoo scanned them and then didn't look at them before he put them online. So I did a test and I got it a little darker, but it was still too red. And then we finally got it to a place where we felt it was acceptable to put on Juan's Snowspeeder, which is much closer to the vintage than those. And so we spent 4 hours putting the stickers back on, carefully cutting them out. But the results are worth it. I mean, Juan's Snowspeeder looks great. The last step in this process, after we washed all the extra parts, put the parts on, then put the stickers on, was the Snowspeeder cable. The tow cable on the back had been replaced a long time ago for the part we got with a white string, and so we put a black string back on the Snowspeeder to give it that vintage look. And as you can see, the results are incredible. 99% of collectors would have called Juan's Snowspeeder a write-off when they saw the condition of it. But as you can see from the end result, it was hardly a write-off. And I think that's a real shame when people see these Star Wars toys in a certain condition and just assume that these toys are too far gone. Especially in the case of a toy that's still with its original childhood owner. I think that it deserves a second glance, because it would have been a shame for Juan or someone in Juan's position to have said, you know what, this is just trash now and I'm going to throw it away, even though I still have an emotional attachment to it, as he said in his video to us. And now look, he made the right decision. It's restored, it's survived, and because it is a childhood Snowspeeder, we've decided that we're not going to keep it in the RetroBlasting archive. We feel like this is a survivor, and Juan, we're going to send this back to you for your collection as our gift. Thank you for entrusting us with this piece. We've had a blast restoring it, and we hope that you will continue to have it in your collection for years to come. It will always be special to us that you entrusted us with this project, even though you didn't expect to get it back. And one cool thing I want to mention about this Snowspeeder before I end is that it will always be Juan's, because it has this cool little place on the back that is not reparable. it's a little, and I'll show this to you in close-up, it looks like a little bit of battle damage where the rear fin kind of got clipped off at some point during an imaginary firefight. So I think that's really neat. You know, some people would call that damage, but I see that as just a relic of everything this Snowspeeder went through. It's not a structural issue. It doesn't compromise a mechanical or electronic feature. It's unique to Juan's toy. And I think that's extremely cool. So Juan, we're going to send this Snowspeeder back to you, and we hope that you'll display it proudly for a long time to come. So thanks for watching this restoration series, and we'll see you on the next one.